rgti, ticker RGTI, the only public U.S. superconducting pure play. Today, May 15th, it trades down 19% year-to-date, while the sector is up 40%. It has a 108-qubit Cepheus-1 system in production, 99.1% 2-qubit fidelity, $571 million in cash, and a $350 million dilution overhang. This is the company deep dive on the most contrarian setup in the basket. Why rgti now? Down 19% year-to-date, up 14% in the last 60 days. Bottoming process. The sector is up 40% year-to-date. rgti hasn't joined the rally. Tech parity. 99.1% 2-qubit fidelity, 108 qubits live. The only U.S. public superconducting pure play. Why the market stayed away? Revenue lumpy, $7 million in fiscal year 2025, down 34% year-over-year. Q4 missed by 22%. $350 million at the market equity program in Q2 2025. Roadmap slippage history. Commercial uptake slower than peers. The setup, right tech, slow execution. Market priced in the lag. What rgti does. Designs and fabricates superconducting quantum chips in-house at Fab 1, one of the few integrated quantum device fabs in the industry. Sells access via quantum cloud services. Integrates with AWS Bracket and Microsoft Azure Quantum. Sells whole systems to government labs. The chiplet bet. Multiple 9-qubit chips linked together. 12 chips times 9 qubits equals 108 qubits. Scales by adding chips, not by making bigger chips. Borrows the multi-die strategy from the CPU industry. Less fab risk per chip means better yields. Chiplet architecture is differentiated. Most competitors bet on bigger monolithic chips. Cepheus-1, the 108-qubit proof point. 12 chips times 9 qubits. Median 2-qubit gate fidelity, 99.1%. General availability Q1 2026. First system sale, CDAC, India, an $8.4 million order, delivery in second half of 2026. Cloud access via rgti's quantum cloud services, plus AWS Bracket plus Azure Quantum. 99.1% 2-qubit fidelity is competitive. Not Quantinuum level, Quantinuum hit 99.921%, but threshold feasible for fault tolerance. The roadmap. Q1 2026, 108-qubit Cepheus-1 generally available, done. End of 2026, 150-plus qubits via more chiplets. End of 2027, 1,000-plus qubits via chip scaling. Fidelity targets improving with each generation. Why this matters? 1,000-plus physical qubits maps to roughly 1 logical qubit with surface code. Crosses fault tolerance feasibility. Lines up with Google and IBM's 2028 to 2029 fault tolerance targets. The main risk, roadmap slippage. rgti has a history of missing dates. Bull case lives or dies on hitting 150 qubits in 2026. That's the next 6-month gate. Revenue picture. Fiscal year 2024, $10.8 million. Fiscal year 2025, $7.088 million, down 34% year-over-year. Q4 2025, $1.868 million, missed consensus by 22%. Q1 2026, $4.4 million, up 193% year-over-year, beat consensus by 35.6%. That's the inflection. If Q1 pace sustains, fiscal year 2026 puts the fiscal year 2025 narrative behind us. Q2 is the test. Customers, heavy government exposure. U.S. government labs, DARPA DOE NSF research access. International government, CDAC India with the $8.4 million Cepheus-1 system in H2 2026. Cloud platforms, AWS Bracket and Microsoft Azure Quantum. Direct Enterprise, Limited. Commercial uptake slower than IonQ or D-Wave. Research universities access via cloud plus grant programs. Heavily exposed to U.S. government funding. NIST post-quantum cryptography, mandate plus DARP programs equal tailwinds. The balance sheet. Cash plus investments end of Q1 2026, $571 million. No debt. Multi-year runway at current burn. Funded through the 2027 roadmap milestone. The dilution profile. $350 million at the market equity program announced Q2 2025. That issuance can hit any time on a rally. Cumulative insider sells about $60 million over 5 years. The pattern. Every breakthrough gets followed by a raise. Cash is fine. Dilution is the overhang. The ATM caps near-term upside until the 2027 milestone hits. Insider and institutional. Cumulative 5-year insider sells, $60 million. No notable insider buys. Pattern. Consistent supply on rallies. CEO Subodh Kulkarni since 2023. Institutional ownership. Wall Street consensus is 10 analysts, average target $30 per share. 66% upside from May 15th, $18.11 close. Buy-hold split favors buy. Limited institutional float, most pure plays trade on retail. Analyst targets show 66% upside. Insider supply caps the speed of price discovery. The valuation. Extreme by any standard. Market cap roughly $5 to $6 billion against $7 million of fiscal year 2025 revenue. Enterprise value to sales trailing 12 months, roughly 1,277 times. Enterprise value to sales forward 2026 estimated, roughly 300 times plus if the Q1 pace continues. Price to sales forward, still triple digit. No financial metric saves this story. RGTI trades on option value, not earnings. 2027 milestone or bust. This is a technology platform bet, not a financial metric bet. Bull case versus bear case. Bull. Only U.S. public superconducting pure play. Sector regime is intact. RGTI hasn't joined the rally yet. Chiplet roadmap is differentiated. Q1 2026 revenue plus 193% inflection. Government tailwinds from DARP and the NIST post-quantum mandate. Quantinuum's IPO anchors sector valuations. Bear, $350 million ATM dilution overhang. Fiscal year 2025, revenue minus 34% year-over-year. Roadmap slippage history. 1,277 times enterprise value to sales. Insider sells persist. Alphabet and IBM lead the superconducting modality at the mega-cap level. The setup. Corrected tape plus intact tech versus valuation extreme plus dilution overhang. Catalysts to watch over the next 12 months. Q2 2026 earnings in August to September. Does the Q1 plus 193% pace sustain? 150 qubit roadmap milestone by end of 2026. Roadmap credibility test. Quantinuum S1 made public in 2 to 12 months. Sector valuation anchor. NIST post-quantum cryptography adoption deadlines in 2026. Government demand pull. 1,000 qubit milestone by end of 2027. Fault tolerance feasibility. 2 near-term catalysts. Q2 earnings and the 150 qubit milestone decide the next 12 months. Verdict and sizing. The watchlist case, corrected tape regime, tech parity at 99.1% fidelity and 108 qubits live. Q1 2026 revenue inflection. Sector catalyst from the Quantinuum IPO. Valuation is extreme but unavoidable in this modality. Sizing notes. Speculative sleeve only. Size for potential total loss. Historical RGTI drawdowns exceed 50% multiple times. Stagger entries because the ATM creates supply on rallies. Hold against the 1,000 qubit 2027 milestone. Cut on a Q2 2026 earnings miss. Research opinion only, not investment advice. Do your own work. Next, Video 5 D-Wave Deep Dive. Cortical flow.